We've been getting a ton of action on our latest promotion, Driveway Rescue. It's where you go online, fill out an application, and submit your project vehicle that you need some help on. And one of our partners is actually here today who will be providing all the parts we need for our viewer revivals. Guys, meet Tom Taylor, one of the owners of RockAuto.com. Hey man, thanks for stopping by the shop. We appreciate you being a part of this project for us.
Yeah, well, thanks for letting us help out. Get a cool old car back on the road.
Yeah, so for our viewers at home, we use RockAuto.com all the time. Tell them a little bit more about the company and your philosophy.
Well, we've been around since '99, and we started out with two goals, and they're still the same two goals today, is to give customers access to all those parts, all that information hidden behind the traditional parts store counter, all those catalogs and computers. Let customers see all the parts available and order what they need, and to make it affordable, have reliably low prices, so whether it's your daily driver or a classic car, just an old car, it's affordable to keep the car on the road and safe.
Well, that's perfect, because our next candidate has an old Bronco that he wants to keep on the road.
Hi, Driveway Rescue. My name's John Baugh. This is my 1994 Ford Bronco. It's an old Border Patrol vehicle, and I drove it out here from San Diego, California. It's the vehicle that my wife and I went on our first date in. I've kept it mechanically sound, but it's gotten a little dingy and dirty over the years, so I'm looking to do some cosmetic fixes and get it a little nicer condition so that I can drive my wife around in a little more comfort.
Well, you can tell it's definitely a base model, vinyl seat covers, vinyl floor mats, just kind of basic everything, and the upholstery could certainly use some help too.
Yeah, I see the bumper's got a few dents on it, and the headlights are fogged up. We have bumpers, we have headlight assemblies. A lot of people may not know that RockAuto.com has upholstery, we have carpet, we have the little switches and knobs that you might never think of being able to find again. And this vehicle is a great example of it's a 90s vehicle. We have parts for vehicles in the 80s and 90s, not just the newest vehicles or the classics from the 60s.
So I guess it's true. How does it go? All the parts your car will ever need?
That's right, and your truck too.
Well, thank you so much for your support, Tom.
Yeah, thanks for letting us help out with the project.
Absolutely. We got busy by going online to research parts available for John's 94 Bronco. And RockAuto.com makes it easy. Not only is there a huge selection of items John needs, like the front grille, headlights, and seat covers, but many have detailed photographs so you know exactly what you're ordering. A few clicks and a couple days later, we filled the Driveway Rescue van and headed out to meet John and his classic Bronco. Hey John, how are you? Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Going good.
Well, I'm really digging the Bronco. I like this classic green, and I think we can really help you dress this thing up.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out to help me.
Yeah, man. Well, I think you're going to be really surprised how many parts we got in the van. So why don't we get it unloaded and see what we're working with?
Sounds good.
Cool.
Mechanically, John's truck was in great shape, so we didn't have to get any parts for the driveline. But cosmetically, it needed some help, so we grabbed one of everything.
All right, the first thing we're going to tackle on this Bronco is the interior. We're going to be replacing the seat cover, so the first thing we're going to do is yank these seats out.
Rather than just getting a cover that will hide the torn seats, we're actually going to completely reupholster them, and Jeremy's going to show us that a little bit later on. You get it out yet?
Shut up.
My side's out. You get it out yet?
Shut up.
What's the holdup?
Shut up. You're annoying.
I just help him out. That's all I'm trying to do.
I don't understand what you're even back there wiggling.
So the thing loosens up. See? You got it out yet? Here, fold the seat.
There, pull it out. What's taking so long? Are you stuck? What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Can you get it? You want to get it out? You need some help?
Yeah.
You get it? Are you stuck?
I'm stuck.
You do realize that you're going to... Okay. There you go. Don't have to turn it.
It's like having a little brother again.
Took him a minute, but he got it.
I'm sorry, Mark, for that comment. I loved you as a little brother.
That's not what I heard.
Come on, grab that.
No, wait. Let me show you what you just did to me.
No.
That's what LT did to me. Always hurting me.
You got little girl hands.
Having Jeremy and LT out here means the world to me. They're getting me off to a really great start on taking care of some of the trickier things I don't think I could handle on my own. Also, my wife is really appreciative because she's going to feel a lot more comfortable. She'll definitely be in the truck a lot more often because of these guys.
While LT finishes ripping out the interior, I'm going to get started tearing down the seats, starting with the front buckets. This process is pretty straightforward. Just remember, keep up with the hardware. These are really, really delicate, so make sure that we don't break that. Before the buckets are recovered, I first have to separate the seat from the backrest, and then remove the slider. All right, what's nice about some of these later model trucks, even though that is early 90s, it's still later, is the fact they don't use hog rings. They use what's called a listing. So it's a piece of plastic that has a channel that's sewed onto the seat cover, and it just clips right in. Makes life a lot easier when you're doing upholstery work.
And while Jeremy continues to work on the seats, John and I get busy with a tear out. Did you know that your truck was involved in a firefight of some sort? There's a bullet hole in the floor.
I'll be. Something shot through the bottom of there. She's almost there. Just a couple more turns. I love this truck. Every kid's had a Tonka truck when they were small, and this is kind of what it is to me. It's a Tonka truck that I had when I was a little kid, and this is one of the things I really like about it.
You'd think restoration parts for an old Bronco would be hard to come by, but a few clicks online at rockauto.com,
Gonna look nice.
and we found everything from a shiny new grille to brand new freshly chromed bumpers and all the impact strip inserts. Matter of fact, this bumper with all new inserts still costs less than half of what you'd have to pay to get a bumper repaired and re-chromed.
So really all we're trying to do is just make sure that the gap between that filler panel and the bumper is level, and it looks pretty darn close. I think this side needs to go up just a hair, or if we're maxed out on the adjustment, we'll bring that side down just a hair, but we're pretty close. Tell you what, that's looking pretty good just for a bumper, a couple pieces of trim and some lights, and good one-day makeover, huh?
Now, we've got the old seat covers off, and as I thought, the foam is still in really nice shape. It's got a lot of life left to it, so we're not gonna have to replace that. But we are going to add these velour seat covers. Now, back in '94, this would have been an upgrade over the vinyl that was in the truck. So, show you a couple of tricks how to get these on. Grab the bag your new covers came in, or a garbage bag or something, and lay it over the back. With the Velcro covered, the new material slips on without getting caught. All right, so that made it really easy. So the next thing I need to do is try to rip the bag out of here. That way we can stick the seat cover down to the Velcro. Now, you don't have to get it all out of here, but you want to get the majority of it. Now, if you don't have a bag, like if your seat covers weren't shipped in it, you can also use something like a trash bag. That works really well. All right, let's see if we can still get some more of this plastic out of here, but you don't have to worry about getting it all out. And you don't worry about it. It's not going to make any noise or anything like that, because believe it or not, from the factory, it's how they actually install these seat covers. Makes it really easy. And very easy. All right, for the bottom cushion, we're going to do that a little bit different. Instead of just trying to slide the cover over the cushion, the first thing we want to do is turn the cover inside out. Once we get it inside out, just want to center it up on the cushion, stick it down. Now that we've got it stuck down, we can just start rolling over the edges. All right, it'll fight with you a little bit, but it's not too bad. One thing you want to be careful with, if you feel a lot of tension anywhere, you may want to pick it back up and reposition it because you don't want to tear the stitches. But for the most part, it should fold over pretty easy. Once we've got that, we can just fold our listings over, connect them to the seat frame. So I would say all in, after pulling the seat out, ripping the old cover off, putting the new one on, about 20 minutes. There we go.
The guys nailed it on the parts that they chose for the truck. I like the chrome that they chose. I wanted to keep the chrome. I think it helps out a lot. The interior, going from brown or tan to the black interior is perfect for my purposes, so I'm really happy with everything they chose.
I think the truck turned out amazing. It's been beautiful. I love the front. The interior is fantastic. I can actually see over the hood now to drive it, so I can't wait to drive it.
Hey, LT, thanks a lot. We appreciate all your hard work.
We had a blast doing it.
You're very welcome,
looks
man.
great.
Thank
So happy
you
we could
so
do it.
much
Very
for
welcome.
coming out and helping
Absolutely,
us out,
yeah.
rescuing us.
Hope you continue to drive the wheels off of it.